Good day, everybody. It's Guy here. Today, I want us to look at something important. As I always say, if you are coming to your charts and you don't know exactly what you're looking for, you are simply gambling. Close your charts, go and learn, come back when you know exactly what you're looking for. What do I mean? I mean, you need to have a system that you follow each and every day. Okay. In other words, you need to have a system like this one. You can see just an example. This is the explosive trading strategy for indices. We have steps. We need this to be met. We need this to be met. We need this to be met. We need this to be met before we get to the entry part. So before we open our charts, we know exactly what we're going to be looking for. If what we are looking for is not presented, we know there's nothing for us to do. Okay. So that's the most important thing. You need to know exactly what you are looking for before you even open your charts. Okay. So guys, without any further ado, I want to go through the steps quite quick, but I'm aware that most of you already know them. Okay. So as I said, these are the steps that we follow. Okay, for this kind of strategy. And as the name says, it's explosive. We don't want to be in moves that are not going anywhere. We want to be in something that immediately the moment you open, it explodes straight, okay? Or else if we are wrong, they explode and hit our stop losses. But this has a very high win rate, okay? Okay, we want to be in something that is exploding, okay? So guys, these are the criteria. First of all, you are coming few minutes before the session. The session opens at 9:30 a.m. New York time, okay? So you have the entire day to yourself. If you're in South Africa, the session was opening at 15:30 p.m. Imagine the time you have in your hands. You can do whatever you want with your day. Now the session is opening at 16:30 p.m. If you're in South Africa, time changed from Sunday, okay? Because of daylight saving time in the United States, you add 1 hour to your normal session time. Okay, the session is no longer opening at 15:30 if you are in South Africa. It's now opening at 16:30. So you have all the time to yourself. Okay, all the time to yourself. This is highly important. So preferably, I say I come 10 to 5 minutes before the session starts, and that's when I'm gonna be addressing these questions here. The first question is, what type of trend do you see? Okay, very important. And I've tried to outline this. If you look into your playbook, you will see that, guys, I went into depth. I really tried my best. I gave you a creeping trend. Creeping trends under itself has many different kind of trends, okay? And then I gave you the explosive trend. Again, the explosive trend has different kind of trends in itself. Then we spoke about the normal trend, okay? The normal trend again has different kind of trends on itself. So if you are coming to your charts and you know or you see a trend that you understand, you will know exactly what to do, because I went into detail into these things and I explained them in detail, okay? It's not every day when they show up a trend, but when a trend shows up, it's going to give you the most easiest execution or opportunity for the day, because you know exactly what to do. I've given you all the information, okay? So guys, if there is no trend, because they won't show up every day, if there is no trend, then you come to these steps easily, okay? If there is a trend, you'll know exactly what to do, okay? So guys, here's something important. Let's say, for instance, there is no trend that you see. Now you have to identify trade volume before the session. This is important because most of the days they trap during the Asia and London, and when the US open, they send you into trade volume. Maybe they give you an opportunity to send into trade volume. You take it, you end up being trapped yourself. Okay, let's say for instance they give you a buy opportunity, you buy, they just go a little bit and then they trap you and they go down. Okay, so you need to know who's trapped. Okay, and then this is green, as you can see, because some days you won't be able to see this, okay? Once this has been addressed, you now go to the second step. Here you wait for the session to open. I've just given you the times at which the session are opening right now, okay? After that, you come to step 3. You identify trade volume before the session. This is very important. Why? Because the insiders, aka market makers, not hedge funds, real market makers, those who are responsible for creating the markets, okay? Usually what they do is they are tricky and sneaky. You won't know what they are doing until it's done. You won't know when they are trapping until you are trapped, and it's important not to fall into their trap. Hence I say, do not do anything until you see trade volume. How do you see trade volume? By a chart pattern, okay? It doesn't matter what chart, what type of pattern you see. It could be head and shoulder, could be a triangle, could be a rectangle. You'll only know what they've been busy with once there is a triangle. For instance, they can be doing something like this and you won't be able to know what's happening, okay, until maybe the time they do something like this. That's the only time you'll see, oh, they were building head and shoulder. Now you know what to do, okay? Now you know what to wait for. But if you want to jump into every move, you are gonna get trapped, because you might see this as a pullback and you jump in, and immediately when you jump in, you are trapped on this head and shoulder, okay? So I always advise people to be patient when it comes to this part here, because I know most people are impatient. They see big moves, they want to be in every move. You have to be patient, okay? So once you understand what's happening, once they've given you a chart pattern, once you know who is trapped, because let me say this, if they give you something like a triangle, you won't really know who is trapped, but you'll have an idea that this is the trapping part, okay? So you go to the next step, which is to wait for the evidence candle. And guys, I've seen that most of you are struggling with this part, okay? I've seen that most of you are struggling with this part, because guys, I'm working with different people, okay, and I can see the major challenges. And again, there are people who send me emails. I can see the major challenges, and this is where most of the challenge is. And okay, so to address that, what have I done? I've decided to add more information to the playbook. So this is another part that I'm gonna upload. Now you'll have three formats of PDFs, okay, because the first one has three different strategies on itself for those who can't take indices, okay. There is strategies for gold and currencies, and then the second part is the explosive, okay, which is this one where I explained the explosive in detail. Now I'm gonna be uploading this one, okay. This is where I'm gonna add a lot of examples where we have the perfect setup but the evidence candle fails, because I can see most people are failing when it comes to the evidence candle. I thought I tried to explain it in this playbook. I've explained everything, just that most people don't read this, but you have to master this, because this is the most important thing you have to know, okay. But I'm gonna give you a lot of examples with setups which had the best evidence candles and the ones which failed because of the evidence candle. Because just because you have a pattern doesn't mean you execute, okay. I told you each step here is a prerequisite for the following one, more especially this one's in red, okay. You can't come here before this one is met, and most people are struggling with this one. So I'm gonna be uploading this. And again, one thing I'm trying right now is I'm trying to get a simple software coded where you will press, it's going to be asking you questions before you take your trade, okay. When the pattern is given, you can just click on it, and then the moment the evidence candle is given, you click on it. It will ask you questions, and then it will tell you to execute or not, okay. It's just something very simple to keep you sitting on your hands, because I've seen that most people are struggling to sit on their hands. And again, I'm gonna upload this and everybody will be able to get it once it's done, okay. So as I told you, this is a lifetime thing. Every time I add something and update it, you are gonna get it. So everybody who has the playbook, you'll be able to download this updated one. I'm gonna upload it this week, okay, because I've seen the major challenge. I work with people on a daily basis and I see the challenges. So I know that if few people have this, most people actually have this problem. So I want to address all the problems as early as I can, okay, so that everybody here will benefit. Guys, I'm literally trying my best, okay. Okay guys, so let's go to the next step. Okay, let's say you get the evidence candle. What's next? The evidence candle has to happen at the right time, okay. As I said, okay, I'm adding all these things. So now you see we only take executions on these green highlighted areas from 20 past to 40, from 50 to 10 past, because we need the evidence candle to happen as close as possible to the hour mark or the half hour mark. I did explain all these things, guys, so don't worry. I'm gonna upload this. If you have the playbook, you'll be able to download this for free, okay. Okay, so it's very, very important. It's a lifetime update, okay. So again, okay, okay, let's see. Okay, let's proceed. Once the evidence candle has happened at the correct time, what do you need now? That's when you execute. Maximum stops 25, okay, and minimum target 50. I've already explained this, because when you have 25, this gives you 1:2 risk reward, okay, and this is the lowest we are willing to go. Sometimes you'll go 1:8. I've shown you opportunities that go 1:8. Most of the time it's gonna be 1:4, okay. Most of the days it's gonna be 1:4, where you risk 25 for 100, okay. That's what's gonna happen most of the days. And now we're gonna be going to our chart, guys. We're gonna be going to our charts, okay. So when we come to our charts, we'll be using this tick box, okay, to actually evaluate the opportunity, okay. So let's jump to our charts. If you look yesterday, we had sorry guys, we had the US 30, okay. With US 30, let me take this one out, okay, and I'm taking this one out, okay, and even here I want to take this one out. So what is the first criteria? We ask ourselves, are we in any form of a trend? You can see we are not in any form of a trend at this moment, okay. No explosive, no creeping, and no normal trend here, okay. Yes. So who is trapped? We did say that they are gonna trap above or below the closing price. So in this case, you can see they send people up, so who is trapped? Everybody who went up is trapped. Anyway, I want to do a fair judgment. So this is how you look at your screen, because you need the easiest opportunity. But now I'm gonna be going through each of these things differently, okay. So look, these guys up here, everybody who was sent up here is trapped, okay. Everybody who was sent up here is trapped, and I'm using here because they sent people up, came and bounced, sent people up and up and up. Anyway, it's above the closing price. That's what we said, okay. And then the session opens here. You are coming 10 to 5 minutes before the session, okay. So we do have trap volume, okay, in the gray area. So we are coming roughly somewhere here. That's when we're gonna be looking at the type of trend or who is trapped. Now the session opens, okay. If there is no news, what do? You wait for the session to open, and then you try to find a chart pattern. How do you identify a chart pattern? You look at points that are touched repeatedly. Just to give you an example, you see this is where they touch, okay. But of course, in this case here, let's see points where they touch repeatedly. You see they came down, okay, something like this, okay. This is something, and then this is something again. Why? Because they touched, okay. So you can see now we have a triangle, okay. We have a triangle as our pattern, okay. And I told you, when something is building up on a level, this time around it's on the closing price of the previous day, this red dotted line, okay. I told you this becomes my A plus, and it's very, very important, okay. So let's see what do we have here. We're gonna be actually filling in this here. What type of pattern do we have? We have a triangle, right? Okay, we have a triangle. Is the pattern perfect? For a pattern to be perfect, it needs 3 touches down, 3 touches up. So we're gonna go back and try to figure that out, okay. So guys, this is the most easiest thing. You just need to master what I've shared with you, okay. One, okay, 1 down, okay, 2, okay, and then 2 down, because I'm not gonna count this. It didn't go and touch here, but of course it went above halfway, but I'm not counting it for this example, okay. Then we go 3 up, and then we come 3 down. The third one can be a breakout, it's okay. So is it perfect? Yes, it is perfect, okay. Yes, it is perfect. It has 3 touches up, 3 touches down, okay. How long did it take? Why do we need this information? If it's beyond 1 hour, you can target 100 points, okay. 100 points, okay. If it's beyond 1 hour. So we go back again. This is important. That's why I'm telling you that I'm trying to get somebody to develop a simple software that will help you address this, okay. Because if you are doing this on your mobile device, it's gonna be much more easier, okay. So we take from the first touch. The first touch was up, right? Yes, to here. it's 88 minutes. Okay, that means you can target 100. Okay, if the opportunity is given, that means you can target 100. Okay, this is 88 minutes. In other words, it's greater than 1 hour, because 1 hour is 60 minutes. Okay, now we want to ask yourself, do we have an evidence candle? What is an evidence candle in the first place? It's the big candle that breaks out. Okay, that's why I'm saying I'm adding more things as I've already started, and I'm working hard on this. I just have to combine the things because I've written on different kind of documents. I have to compile everything, and I will upload it probably this week. Okay, so everybody was the first part of the playbook. You're gonna get all the updates for a lifetime. Okay, so look at this, guys. Okay, look at this. Look at where are we? Okay, is this an evidence candle? I'm gonna zoom here. Okay, I'm gonna zoom here. Is this an evidence candle? Probably not. Why? Because this candle from the last touch is bigger than this one. If they gave this one down here, this would have been our evidence. Okay, so people, I want you to understand one thing. If these people want to shift those zones, they will give you a super big candle because it makes sense to them. Remember, if they give you maybe this type of candle over here, that means everybody went up uh, above the closing price is literally trapped, and the moment the evidence candle closes, they are in big losses. They are not gonna actually close. They are gonna be relying on hope. Okay, and we all know in this industry, hope is a dangerous thing to rely on. So this can't be an evidence candle. You can see, I told you, it's the biggest candle from the last touch. Or if this candle was equal, if this candle was given here, it was going to make more sense. It was going to be an evidence candle. So this one doesn't qualify to be an evidence candle, and this is where most people get it wrong, most especially because people don't have the patience. People are emotional. They see the pattern, they just want to execute, and the next candle that breaks out, that's when they jump in. Guys, I told you, the biggest, it's better to get a pattern. If it doesn't have an evidence candle, just skip it. Why? Because it's safer that way. Okay, it's safer that way. If they don't give you that, obviously they have other plans. Okay, so did we have an evidence? The question is probably not. No. Okay, okay, so we can't come to the times because we didn't have our evidence. Okay, but let's just look for the time. The time was perfect. It was o'clock. Okay, it was o'clock. And sometimes, guys, they will give you an evidence candle, and when they give you an evidence candle, they can still go back and retest and then start collapsing. Okay, but in this case, I don't call this evidence. Had it been this one, yes, it would have been our evidence. So guys, it's not about the breakout. Okay, it's about the evidence. Okay, and I have explained the evidence in detail. If you look here, I will tell you that I gave you crucial information here as well. Identify trap volume. Okay, look for the evidence candle. Refer to page 28. People, I've given you all this in the booklet. I don't know why people are still struggling when I've given you all this information. But how I've realized again that there are people who rely on videos and they don't want to read. Guys, when you read, you see the examples. Okay, you see what I've written, and that helps you a lot. Okay, guys, so with that said, this one wasn't the best one. Okay, so again, we go to the next one. We go to this one again. Okay, let me show you something important I skipped. You see, these guys, if you look at what they did, already people were trapped above. So even if they gave you an opportunity, there are people whom I believe chase these first candles going up. Guys, some days they will give you an opportunity into trap volume. Everybody here is trapped. Everybody in this gray box is trapped. So if they give you an opportunity to the upside, just be aware that you might get trapped. Okay, they might be sending you up so that they end up trapping you. That's highly important. You need to know this, and don't ignore this. Okay, this is the most easiest concept to understand. Okay, if you don't understand trap volume, again guys, I gave you trap volume. Identify trap volume before the session. It's on page 24 of the original booklet here. It's on page 24, straightforward. Okay, you have all this information, okay? All this information, okay? When I do videos based on what they gave the day on the day. Sometimes I won't come and explain these things, but you have them already. Just master them and go through them, okay? Master them and go through them. If possible, every night read this thing so that tomorrow you are well prepared. Or maybe 30 minutes before your session, just go through these things, okay? Remind yourself so that you know exactly what you are looking for. It's not a waste of time, believe me, okay? Because you need to remind yourself of what you are gonna be looking for. If you can print it into a PDF, do that. Just go through it every day, okay? So that you remind yourself, or every weekend. It's very, very important to master this, okay? So now let's go to the next one. We are on the NAS, okay? So again here, guys, we ask ourselves the same question: who is trapped? They send people up, they send people up, they send people up. The session is opening here. We are coming somewhere here 5 to 10 minutes before the session. Who is trapped? Obviously everybody who went up, everybody who went up above the closing price is trapped. What do I mean when I say trapped? Who is losing when the session is opening? Obviously everybody who went up is losing. Somebody can talk about this, guys. Remember, this is Agnes and this was what I live. Some people don't have this. For us, or for the guys in Agnes, you'll have this because the sessions open Sunday night. But for some people, remember, because of time zones, for some people the sessions won't open at this time, so this is taken as Sunday, okay? So you can't say we are in the middle because of this, guys, okay? They send people up, they come down, bounce on the same level, go up again, come bounce, go up. So they've done all the effort to send people up. And yesterday, I laughed a little bit because if you went to a 5-minute time frame, you would have seen something fascinating. Is it a 5 minutes? Let's go to a 15-minute time frame. Okay, it's gonna take time to update. Okay, it's fine. But you will see a pin, a very huge pin, and I knew that most people entered because of the pin. Okay, here on a bigger time frame, they just gave you a pin, and people thought everything was going up. But look, I told you guys, they are sending you into trap volume. You must be aware of these things. This is information you have. Okay, you can't tell me, oh, I'm saying this because I can see that. No, I say this every day. That's the whole reason why we identify trap volume in the first place, because most of the time they will give you an opportunity into trapped, guys. You think they are going up, but no, they're just sending you into trap, guys. Why is it so? Because, guys, they've been, let's say these guys have been buying, okay? So the insiders have been selling to these people from the Asian session, from the London session. So they have a lot of orders in their hands. Now they need the final order they take from you, because you don't understand who is trapped. You actually buy from them, they sell from you. After that, they drop prices, okay? So now, yes, we know who is trapped. Okay, we want to wait for the session to open, and we said we don't chase the first candle. Session is opened. No news, okay? What's the next step? Identify a chart pattern, okay? Identify what a chart pattern. These things are so easy. You see, how do you identify a chart pattern? I love the bodies, okay? If you love the wicks, you can use the wicks. For me personally, I love the bodies. You see, look at this. This is where they come touch. They go, come touch, go a little bit, come touch, come touch, come touch. So this is a point with multiple touches, okay? I told you won't know what they are doing. Some people just fall for this move simply because they are move. It's not about the move. It's all about understanding what they are doing. And for us, if you are using this one, you don't understand what they're doing until they give you a chart pattern. Because as this chart pattern is building up, now you see, oh, this is an inverted triangle, okay? Now you know, the moment they come and bounce here, you know this is an inverted, okay? Let's go and fill our tick box so that we know, okay? So yes, as I said, I'm getting someone to actually code these things. You'll be able to use it on your phone, okay? And then guys, again, I'm just gonna upload it where you got the playbook, okay? And you will just be able to download it from that place again, okay? I'm not gonna like you know, okay? So look at this. We have inverted triangle, okay? So in other words, this is a triangle, okay? Is it perfect? We need to know how long we need to know if it is perfect. How do we know if it's perfect? Obviously we know if it's perfect because of how do we know if it's perfect? It needs 3 touches up and 3 touches down. First touched up, okay? Actually, you see they came down here, so this is the first touch down, okay? Okay, first touch up, they come back down, 2 touch down, they go all the way up, 2 touch, okay? Okay, they come down, they don't reach down, okay, that's fine. And then this is the third one down. Okay guys, as I always say, this pattern is not perfect, okay? So for most people, the pattern, is it perfect? No. For most people, I can say stop here up until you have back tested enough and you've got all the experience, which is why I always say back test, back test, back test. I know most people don't want to back test. Guys, you need to back test so that you understand other things. The more you do something repeatedly, you're only gonna gain experience, and experience is the fundamental key in everything in life. If you don't have experience in something, you do not know how to do that thing to the best or to use a certain thing to the best okay, sorry. Okay guys, so I will tell most to stop here, but if you have back tested and you have your experience, you will know that they are not always going to give you a perfect pattern. As I always say, sometimes you'll doubt the pattern, but let the evidence candle speak to you. I always say this, okay? I always say this. Those who have been on this channel for the longest time, I believe you've heard me saying this many times. Sometimes you might doubt the pattern, but let the evidence candle speak to you, okay? So the pattern wasn't perfect, okay? The pattern wasn't perfect, okay? But for those who backtest and have the experience, they know that this pattern is good. How long did they take? More than 60 minutes, okay? Remember, if you're a newbie, I say stop here. It's better to not have an execution than to take poor ones, okay? But for those who have experience, you understand this. So this took more than 1 hour. What does this mean? This means you target 100 points, okay? Okay, for those without experience, first do backtesting and understand, okay? Did we have an evidence candle? Yes, I said yes. Why? Because this is the biggest candle from the last touch. In this case, where is the last touch? The last touch is here where they try to go up, okay? This is the last touch. Okay, so this is the biggest candle from the last touch, but again, even if you take this one as the last touch, again this is still the biggest candle, okay? So now we need to ask ourselves one last question. This is the decider. What time did it happen or at? Okay, I told you we need an evidence candle that happens from 50 to 10 powers or 20 to 40, but we like it more obviously when it happens exactly at o'clock or exactly at 30, because the goal is to have evidence candle that happen as close as possible to these times, okay? So now we're gonna look at the time, okay? The time is actually 30. Wow, look down here, okay? The 7 time is behind in 2 hours, but that's just hours, okay? The minutes are correct. So this is 30. Because it's 16:30, it's gonna be 18:30, okay? And by the way, it's understandable because the times have changed. Look at this. Perfect timing. 30 exactly. You can't say this is not the easiest setup, okay? Okay, this is the easiest. Okay, they sent you into trapped. You were anticipating this. Why? Because you have this information. Guys, you have all this information. I've shared it with you, okay? I keep sharing it with you, okay? I know somebody will say, but yeah, I'm saying this because it has already happened. Guys, this is what we talk about each and every day. You know who is trapped, and we talk about this thing. This is the reason we identify trap volume. But unfortunately, most people just want to start from the pattern, and that is that for them. And unfortunately for such people, you see, this looks like a head and shoulder. Shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, okay? But with the understanding that now we are in trap volume, this saves you, okay? This saves you, okay? So you see, this is a beautiful one, and because of the time it took, 100, okay? And where is that 100? Hit on the first move down. That's what we want. By the time they give a mini retest, we want to be done. So we were already done, you see? Okay, let's go to S&P. I'm just going to run through this one very, very quick. Who is trapped? Obviously, again, they send people up, okay? This time around, I'm taking from here, okay? Why am I taking from here? Because this is where they came and kept bouncing when they were sending people up. So everybody up is trapped, okay? So if they give us an opportunity to the upside, we need to be aware. And remember, this one is more volatile than the other. If on the other, because of time, you're targeting 100 points, on this one you can target 200. Why? Because this one, the Standard and Poor, it's more volatile than the others. Actually, it's double volatile than the others. It's just that you have to get used to the lot size, because on this one the lot sizes from various brokers is different. I hope you understand what I'm saying, okay? I'm feeling a little bit tired because, guys, I've been working on the extra information for the playbook, okay? And guys, I'm doing this, it's literally for free, okay? Because this is lifetime updates. I do this just to assist, okay? I do this just to help. So yes, I'm feeling a little bit exhausted because of that, okay? But again, I will complete it and upload it, okay? So look at this, guys. Look at this. Okay, trap people up. We wait for the session to open. We don't chase the first candle. Session opens. We want to see a pattern. At this time, we don't have a chart pattern. Okay, they do this. What are they doing? Now we understand something. Oh, it seems like they have a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Okay, they break out. I told you don't take pins. Wait for candles to close. All these candles up to this point, no good candle. This is the only good candle. But what is the problem? We are in trap volume, okay? We are in trap volume, okay? We are in trapped volume, okay? Yes, sometimes if you're in trap volume, you just count. Okay, for this guys to be released, usually you need roughly 75. But this is S&P double volatile, okay? It's double volatile. So you can see it's not that much enough space, okay? Okay, so we need a chart pattern. Okay, let's see if they gave us a chart pattern. We need an area where they are touching repeatedly. You can see this is where they touch repeatedly up until a time you can see, oh, they gave a triangle. Okay, pattern triangle. Is it perfect? Okay, for it to be perfect, it needs 3 up and down. You see, this is where they come and touch. They set on this one. That's why I'm taking it, okay? So it's 1 1. It's 2 down, 2 down, 2 2 2 1. Actually, it's 2 1. Now it's 2 2, right? Now they go down. It's 3 2, and then now it's 3 3. This is perfect already, okay? Without counting the last one. So let me not put this because this will cloud what we are looking for, okay? And then now we calculate the time. You know, if it's beyond 1 hour, this is 200. Okay, why? Because this is extra volatile. So this one is beyond 1 hour. The target is 200, right? Okay, fine. Is it always gonna go to our targets? No, most of the time it will. Okay, there's nothing that will happen 100%. Believe me, nothing that will happen 100%. Okay, out of 10 times it might happen 7 times. So it's okay to take losses here and there. Unfortunately, people become too emotional. Okay, so look at this. Now we ask ourselves, do we have an evidence candle? You see, this is the last touch, right? So we need a candle bigger than this one. Do we have it here? No, we don't have it. The only time we have it is here. Okay, this is already quite far. Okay, this is already quite far because already 60 gone. Where are you gonna put your stops? But this is powerful, but I don't want you guys to focus on that. up until you have mastered the strategy. That's when I can add things like this, where they do this, and they give a big candle. But for now, don't focus on that. For now, there is no evidence candle here. Okay, so this one failed. This one failed. You don't even look at the time. Why? Because there is no evidence candle. Okay, this one is already far. Had they given this candle over here, it was going to be a very beautiful execution. So when you look at yesterday, this one gave the most easiest. And I told you, it's not about getting married to any asset. It's about understanding what you are looking for, then selecting the one that has given the easiest execution on the day. The easiest. That's the main goal every day when we come, okay? To take the easiest, okay? So you saw that this was the easiest and the others failed because of the evidence. So which is why I said I've realized that most people struggle with the evidence candle, because the moment the pattern is building up, people are just anticipating it already. There is no patience. Sit on your hands, okay? Because if they don't give an evidence, they can still come and retest, which is what they did on the Dow, okay? Just because S&P didn't do it doesn't mean it was a good one, okay? So they could have done something like this or kept giving nonsense, okay? Even on S&P, just because they didn't give an evidence. But when they do give an evidence, this shows that they are shifting the zones, okay? And usually they shift the zones at the right time, of which is something I just wrote here. Remember, we have different time frames. Most candle close at the hour mark and at the half hour mark. It's important to note that this is when they often shift the zones from trap volume. Therefore, we want the evidence candle to appear as close as possible to the hour or the half hour mark. Okay, this is exactly what I have been explaining all along in all my videos. Okay, so guys, you can see this one gave the most easiest execution. Forward 400. You are done for the day. You are done for the day. You are done for the day. Okay, you are done. You don't even need this whole move. You only need your 100. You are done for the day. There is no need to think about what happens later. No, close it, move away. You are done for the day. So guys, you have all this information to yourself. You have all this information. And just to go an extra mile, I am literally trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. I am trying my level best, okay? Hence, I'm adding this, okay? I already know that 80% of you already have the playbook. So when I add this, it's not like I'm adding it for to get something. I'm adding it because I can see the struggles, okay? I work with people. I have a program where I actually do one-on-one with people, and it's different people. So guys, I can see the struggles, okay? I can see the struggles, and I'm trying my level best to meet everybody halfway, okay? Because I'm gonna give you this, I'm just gonna upload it, and everybody with the playbook, you're gonna be able to download it, okay? So that's the most important thing. Even today, it's gonna be the same opportunity, okay? Just be patient, sit on your hands, and follow the criteria correctly. Let me just rest a bit, and I will work on this. I will upload it for all of you to actually get it, okay? So if you have the first part of the playbook, you got this one again for free, and again I'm giving you this for free, and any update I provide later, you're still gonna get it, okay? So that's the most important thing, guys. I really appreciate you. Have a blessed day. Thank you.